Thom Malone, how are things?
That was a neat segue, wasn't it? Always got responsibility to Royal Ascot. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Hopefully no dogs fighting today.
Hopefully not, but you've very much upgraded to your Thursday wardrobe. So what was the thinking behind today's tie and suit combo?
Well, you know, we're just trying to keep it fresh out. I'm still actually technically on the hunt for a top hat, so we're a little bit of pressure to make sure I have that for tomorrow. But yeah, Liberty tie, little pocket square there, and this is a jacket I've had for a while. Nice summer attire for the summer racing. I saw John Gosden yesterday at Royal Ascot in his casual hat. Looked very strange to see him with no top hat.
Right.
What's the blue ribbon behind you there?
Huh?
Apparently.
Actually, Will, you like that because that was the second place at Tullamore Show. Look, there's Chip. He said to say hello and everything. He's the one who won the wrestling match yesterday. But the ribbon behind is actually a horse finished second in Tullamore Show a couple of years ago. So that was the rosette for that.
Right. Well, congratulations belatedly on that Tullamore Show win. How have you been getting on tips-wise this week? Tom, you've been with us for the last 2 mornings. Has it gone as expected so far?
Yeah, well, look, as you mentioned, it was always going to be tough with so little form to go on. Really happy with Russian Emperor yesterday for Aidan O'Brien. He put in a really nice performance in the Hampton Court Stakes, and he looks like a potential live runner for the Derby now after a really strong staying performance yesterday. I mean, Lord North, I couldn't really have him, but what a performance by him to get the better of Adib, who he tipped up as well. So we got a good few seconds this week, unfortunately. But Lord North, really, really impressive. World is his oyster. Another brilliant John Gosden training performance. And if we look through the card today, John Gosden could have another brilliant day. But intriguing to see what Lord North does next. Because he's gelded, he doesn't have the same pressures as a potential stallion. So, he could race as often as he liked, and so there's no need to worry about any sort of future commercial issues with him in the future if he gets beaten. But really, really impressive performance by him.
Today is all about one horse, Tom. It's about Stradivarius. Talk to us about Stradivarius and why he's a household name in racing. Yeah, well,
Yates is the foremost sort of stayer of our generation. He won 4 Gold Cups between 2006 and 2009, trained by Aidan O'Brien. Phenomenal horse. Stradivarius is looking to almost run in his hoof prints today by picking up a 3rd Gold Cup at Ascot. There's no real reason to oppose him, just looking through the rest of the cards, the likes of Kate Technician and Moonlight Spirit, a younger horses coming up. But, Cross Count is thoroughly exposed. He's been beaten by Stradivarius the last 2 times they've met. The good thing about Stradivarius, and you'd always want this from the stairs, that he's had a prep run. Now, he did get beaten last time out, but that was over an inadequate trip. I really wouldn't worry about that. The other slight concern is that there will have been too much rain. But look, the going is good to soft with a little bit of rain forecast. But the way the ground has ridden has tended to be slightly quicker than what they've said. And like I said, the perhaps lack of quality in the field against him is a slight, should compensate for the rain soft and going. And like I said, he had that run 13 days ago as well. Yes, it was over an inadequate trip, but you just really like to see a horse get out. You won't have had a hard race because he only went over 10 furlongs rather than this is nearly 2.5 miles. So look, Stradivarius is an absolute superstar. So few flat horses stay in training, particularly in Entar, until they're 6 years old. You'd have to thank Bjorn Nielsen and say, this was a wonderful stallion prospect, just what he's achieved on the track already, and so to even keep him in training is a big risk on their part. But look, he's an odds-on favourite. He's deservedly an odds-on favourite. To be perfectly honest, I cannot see him. I can't see him getting beaten, to be honest. Maybe Moonlight Spirit could be one to finish second. He's only 4. But another strange aspect of this is Aidan O'Brien doesn't have a runner in it. And you think about Ballydoyle and Coolmore and how much they, contribute to the staying programme. And they've won the race, 7 times, and a couple of short-head defeats as well in the last sort of 15 years. And they don't have a runner. So that's another strange aspect to this race. But look, on all known form, this is Stradivarius' race to lose.
Right, okay, well, it's going to be good watching anyway, especially if he's such a heavy favourite, just to see him. So you're basically saying that the last 2 defeats for Stradivarius, don't worry about them too much. The field is suitably weak to allow him to be very worthy of his favourite tag.
Yeah, the one at the back end of last season, he just kind of got stuck in the mud a little bit. And then his defeat last time out, everything was against him. It was literally a warm-up run just because of the way the season's been compacted. He's just not, he wasn't able to, there was no opportunity to have a prep run over an adequate trip. So they just ran him over a mile and a half. Tom,
we have 2 minutes. Do you want to run us down through the rest of the tips for today? Do you want to start with your strongest tips?
Well, we'll just go from the top.
Okay.
In the first race of the day is the Golden Gate Handicap. It's a new race. There's a horse called Acquitted in this who ran into an absolute superstar last night, and the last time out rather, who I actually fancy later on in the week, called Palace Pier. But this guy Acquitted didn't get badly handicapped because of finishing second to him. So he has a chance in the opening race. The Wolferton then, this is the Wolferton at 150 is for horses who kind of last year you're probably thinking, oh, maybe these guys are Derby horses or the like. So Dubai Warrior, also trained by John Gosden. He's one who looks like he could still be improving. I'd say the horse I'm most interested in today is in the Jersey Stakes at 225. He's called King Leonidas. He's unbeaten so far. He's impeccably bred. He's by Kingman, so he'll be able to handle the ground. He costs 750 grand as a yearling. He looks absolutely all there. He's on the improve. He's trained by John Gosden. He'd be one of my bets of the day. Okay. The Chesham is impossible at 3 o'clock. Wouldn't get too concerned about that, but Battleground is very interesting for Aidan O'Brien, the first son of ARC winner Found, who steps up in trip, has a similar profile to Churchill, who won the race previously. And at bigger prices later on in the last couple of races, look, the Britannia and the Sandringham to close out are bloody impossible. So a couple of big prices. Dubai Mirage will be ridden by Kieran Fallon. That's young Kieran Fallon, son of the former champion jockey. And also Onassis will be ridden by Hayley Turner, who's about a 25-to-1 shot in the last. Really nice pedigree. Again, you kind of have to guess a little bit. You're going back on form that's 6-7 months old just because we haven't had a season. But Dubai Mirage and Onassis, just two that perhaps at prices could get us out. But look, today is all about Stradivarius, and hopefully he gets a third Gold Cup.
Brilliant stuff, Tom. Chat to you tomorrow morning. Enjoy the racing.
Thanks, lads.